I've taken over this Carnival fireworks stand as a base of operations for our next job. We need to take out the sign and balloons advertising Octavio's big comeback opera recital.
I hear ya. If no one shows up for him to extort with his building sinking scheme, then why would he bother with the demonstration? Excavating all that tar seems like a big operation. You'd think he'd hold off until he had an audience.
Exactly. Now, I've cobbled together a few explosives powerful enough to destroy the anchors to those balloons. Unfortunately, I'm a little short on fuses.
Then I'll be quick.
Place the dynamite when you get near the anchor, or kaboom! Raccoon parts everywhere.
Okay. Oh dear. Oh, that sucked. Jeez. Pain in the ass.
Remember to place the dynamite with the circle button near the anchor, or, you know, it'll blow a hole in your back.
I know that. It kind of did that before, and for whatever reason, I was still alive. Even so, though.
Excellent. One less ad polluting the Venetian skyline.
Although, I just thought of something. You may think maybe shooting him down would be a better idea.
I've got another stick of TNT ready, and the wind's blowing in the right direction for stage 2 of our assault.
Sounds good. You may be thinking, why don't we just shoot the thing
That
down?
explosive had some kick.
That won't work.
It was a child compared to this ferocious beast. Don't dilly-dally with this one. It's got a longer fuse, but you've got farther to run.
Ferocious beast?
Run, Sly, run! Fear the beast!
Fear the beast! But yeah, if you want a really good way of getting past all these guards without the fear of being blown up, if you have the smoke bomb, definitely utilize it as much as you possibly can. And try not to fall too far behind the guards, otherwise the beast will get you. And you know what happens? Train go boom. And we don't want the train to go boom. Not now anyway.
Stage 2. The balloon, carried by the wind, will impact on the Octavio side. The combustible gases in the balloon will ignite, and bam! Hindenburg Part 2. Drat and curses! The wind died. The balloon's caught. Sorry, pal. See if you can climb up and knock the balloon free. I'll start putting together another explosive for the side. Such a shame. I was really looking forward to seeing that balloon burn. Fascinating chemical reaction.
Definitely agree with you there, Bentley, my friend. Okay, let's go ahead and begin our little ascent now, shall we? Honestly, when it comes to ascending this tower here, it really isn't that difficult to do. I'm surprised I managed to pull that off, but hey, part of me, I guess, is sort of a speedrunner. I wish.
A solid blow from your cage should dislodge the balloon.
That was easy. And boom goes the dynamite.
Looks like we've got a new ferocious beast on this operation. Come on back. What? Sorry, sir. We're currently closed. Hey, let go of me. Sly, get back here, quick.
Oh boy, that's not good. Or Bentley's in trouble. Better do something rather quick. Although getting back to him is going to be a little bit of a pain. Time to cool off. Nice. I think that was one of the pinned trophies that I set up.
This guy is crazy. I've got him locked out, but oh no!
Dang it. Didn't mean to go for a swim. Now's not the time for that, Sly. Come on now. There's no time for bath time. Just saying. Thankfully, as far as I know, despite Bentley's cries for help, you're not under a time limit. Unless there's a timer that is slowly counting down, and I don't realize that it's happening. Just saying. I don't think I've ever ran out of time.
Breaking down the door. Where are you? Please help!
On my way. I'm almost there. Hello.
Help!
Ah, Sly Cooper. My boy on the inside picked up those pictures of me you sent to the cops. Nice a try, but I own this town.
Put my friend down. I'm gonna knock out all of your teeth, one at a time, and make you eat them.
That's the toughest talker you got. You're pathetic. Back in my day, we had enforcers that would make people pee their pants just as soon as a look at them.
Believe me, old-timer, I don't make idle threats.
Oh, I know all about you and your crack little gang. You ain't nothing without these little guys' brains. So, I figure I'll just scoop them out real slow and use them to fertilize my tomato plants.
I'm allergic to tomatoes. Sly!
Hang on, I'm coming. Ouch. I say as I get zapped. Get my bap zapped. Just saying.
Let go of me, you geriatric fiend!
Right up in the hold still.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work, my friend. That is most definitely not gonna work. I mean, sure, I know Bentley is in a wheelchair and all, but at the same time, just saying, he ain't gonna go down so easily.
I swear I'll get you for this!
You won't get nothing but a grave, pal.
Yeah, we're not gonna go for a swim anytime soon. Also, I'm pretty sure you just have to follow Octavio. Despite the fact that,
Hurry it up!
Pipe it down, lunch meat.
I mean, I know we're trying to catch up to you, buddy, but maybe you need to calm down a little and enjoy the ride. No offense.
Better engage.
Oh boy.
You want this runt? Take him! I won't forget about this. You guys are dead!
Why didn't you just take him into the building?
You okay, Bentley?
Makes no
I'm
sense.
fine. My ego's bruised, but it'll heal.
We got kind of lucky there, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just saying, it could have gone a hell of a lot worse, I'll tell you that much right now.
Give me the cafe password.
Easy one. Here you go.
Okay, there we go.
Bass, soprano?
Okay.
I also just noticed, I think every single one of these big guards right here are voiced by the same person. At least for episode 1. I think future episodes do have a different voice actor for each of the guards. Still interesting to learn nonetheless. Okay. Well, we've almost got enough coins to get ourselves another power-up. Okay, where's next? Again, I know I can just fast travel back to the safe house by means of, exiting to the episode menu. Son of a biscuit. Oh my god. Don't be doing this whole silver shit from Sonic 06, okay? We don't need that. Yeah, go for a swim. You need a bath. You know what I mean? School multi-trainer is banned for emulator speedruns. I mean, it makes sense for a trainer like that. Technically speaking, for Banjo-Kazooie, they have a similar tool called the BK Snapper. And I know that's banned for official speedruns. But I know in the category extensions you can use it for certain categories within that. But for the most part, it is banned. But anywho, the trainer does sound to be really helpful for learning certain aspects of certain games within the Sly series. Would have to try that out for myself if I ever want to learn to speedrun Sly Cooper. Which I am thinking about doing. Thinking about learning to speedrun the first game. Again, it's just something I'm thinking about. Am I actually going to do it? That remains to be seen. Boom, baby. Nice. Jeez. Sometimes the knockout slam jam attack, whatever the hell it's called, it is a bit funky. Like, sometimes it just will not work. And I think it really depends on the position of the guard. Like, if they're against a low ceiling, then unfortunately it's just not going to work. You're going to have to whack them multiple times in order to get them to go down. Just pray that they don't get back up anytime soon. Otherwise, you're going to have some problems. I thought about dropping the boat on them, but I kind of want this. I know it seems like it's not much at the end of the day, but hey, extra coins are extra coins. World 3 skip is currently still not found. Are you talking about for like one of the other Sly Cooper games? If you are, I'm not sure which one you're talking about. Even so, does sound pretty neat. Now that I think about it, maybe you're referring to the first Sly Cooper game with Miss Ruby. I kind of want this. Give me the money. I want the money. The money good. Oh dear. You go, Bo. Here. I actually wanted the trigger bomb. I almost walked into the water like an idiot. Good job. Well, that didn't quite work out as well as I had hoped. But another way you can take down a guard, believe it or not, if you pull up your Byakukam while you're playing as Bentley, he has a dart gun. Just like he did back in Sly 2. You just pull it up, aim at the enemy, push R1, and boom goes the dynamite. More or less in the case of Bentley, he just knocks the enemies out for a while. How long does it last? I'm going to say at least about a minute. Now, Adrenaline Rush. What does this do? Well, as you can see, he goes super fast. He becomes Sonic the Hedgehog for about 5 seconds. Okay, maybe not that short of a time, but still. A short adrenaline burst is really, really handy, especially if you need to make a quick getaway, or if you're trying to run around at the speed of sound. Know what I mean? Bye-bye. That was worth it. Alright, on to the next job.
Sly said you were looking for me?
We need your help to destroy some tar drums.
I'm done with all that. I found a new path. It's full of peacefulness.
Come on, what happened to the Murray? The guy who'd get into a fist fight with 10 thugs wearing nothing but a towel. The guy who used to punch first and not bother asking questions later. Where's that guy? Where's my old friend?
I'm sorry, Bentley. I tried to save you, but I just wasn't strong enough.
Get over it, Murray. I don't blame you and never have. The only thing I feel bad about is losing my pal.
Look, I want to help you. You're like my second best friend. It's just that I promised I'd stay here and peacefully meditate till the black water ran pure.
Well, what if you could help us peacefully? You wouldn't have to punch anyone.
I'm in. Keep it peaceful and I'll smash up anything you'd like.
As a student of the Australian Dreamtime, I'm sure you've learned of the ball form?
Yeah, sure, like my first week.
Excellent. Tuck into ball form and clog that vent pipe. The pressure buildup should shoot you skyward. Maintain your ball form and smash into the tar drums around town.
Awesome. Yeah, that's totally peaceful. I'm sure my guru wouldn't mind.
Sounds like the most peaceful way.
Go into ball form.
Sounds like the most peaceful way of doing this job.
To keep your bounces high. I'm projecting some markers to help you find the tar drums.
I didn't quite...
Pilot to bombardier! Pilot to bombardier!
Come on, can we keep bouncing along? That would be awesome. By the way, I think if you mistime it, you'll have to find another drain pipe of sort in order to shoot back up into the air again. Because if you obviously do not have a good enough bounce, then you're going to have some problems.
Closer to seeing the black water run clear. I promise.
Gotta love being intercepted. Intercepted by a stupid pole. Alright, we're gonna need to find something. We're gonna need to find another way to get back into ball form and then try again. And hopefully not get intercepted. Dang it. Also, the reason why I pulled up the gadget menu for Murray is to see if he had anything else that he could use. But unfortunately, his ball form is his only ability right now. Just saying. I definitely feel you there when it comes to finding World 3 skip in Sly 1. It's definitely sounding to be a major pain in the behind. Okay. Thankfully, as far as I can tell, the timing of pushing the X button to bounce, it's really generous.
That tar drum didn't know what hit it. In a peaceful sense, of course.
Right. Peaceful. Quote unquote.
Keep this up, and the environmentalists will send a thank you card.
Awesome.
Big time air!
You know, I'm kind of surprised that counts as like a perfect bounce. I mean, you would think that wouldn't work, but hey, it's nice to be proven wrong. Also, I don't know if you need to stay in ball form the entire time. I don't think you do. Unless there's a trophy I'm completely unaware of. But then again, who knows? Fighting enemies is banned in this mission because you get a job failed screen. That makes sense considering Murray's currently on the quest for peace. And no, you don't need to be a Superman in order to know that. See what I did there? Boom, baby.
Really nice work, Murray. It's a pleasure to see you back in action.
Yeah, well, I haven't forgotten who my friends are. I'm just playing with a different deck.
Anywho, for those wondering, why is it that Murray sounds so different in this game compared to Sly 2? I think the voice actor is the same, it's just he went in a different direction.
With Octavio's comeback opera recital just a few hours away, we're all set up for the main event. Get ready for Operation Tar Be Gone. Our objective, get Murray back on the team. Sly, you'll start things off by using your disguise to sneak into the opera house. Make your way down to the pump room and let me in through the side entrance. Thanks to the blueprints we stole, I now know just where to bomb to cripple the machinery. Then we'll go for Octavio's detonation switch. I'm sure you'd agree that we just can't leave a weapon that powerful in the hands of such a madman. So I'll distract the old mobster with an opera duel. He's sure not to attack while we're both on stage. Meanwhile, you'll cut the lines to the chandelier and drop it on his head. I'll swipe the switch, and we'll both find Murray. By then, the black water is sure to be running clear, and he'll be free to come with us.
Sounds good. You're so good in the rhythm minigames and the Sly games. That's awesome. I would say I'm pretty good when it comes to rhythm games in general. Of course, I have to lock in order to be able to do that, but hey, here we are. Okay. Almost time for the operation. Operation Tar Be Gone. Of course, being able to do said operation is not going to be such an easy task. Excuse me. It's also going to be quite lengthy. How long is it going to take? That is anyone's guess. Of course, we don't have to start the mission right away. I can always just go around and try to collect as many coins as I can. And honestly, I probably should do that, try to acquire all the gadgets before we begin. At this point now, from what I was able to observe, I need 700 coins total. Right now we're up to 222. Make that 224. But even so, just saying. It shouldn't take too long to acquire the remaining approximate 600 coins. Heck, we might even be able to get another trophy along the way. Who knows? Again, it's optional, but one of the trophies for this game does require you to buy every single gadget in the game. And unlike Slide 2, there aren't any gadgets locked away behind cheat codes, as far as I can recall. And even then, even in Slide 2, even though there were some gadgets that were locked up behind cheat codes, you didn't need the cheat code gadgets in order to get the trophy, which is nice. So honestly, if you really want a good way of making some coins relatively quickly, especially in the early game, definitely look for guards that have sparkles coming out of their pockets. That way you'll be able to harvest all their well-earned money.
Hey, you! What's
Slide 2 Band of Thieves will be so much better if the missions are
Here's the password
replayable.
slide.
I agree. Slide 2
Soprano,
currently
tenor
is my
soprano.
favorite in the series for several reasons, like the exploration is better compared to this game, and another reason as well would be the fact that you'd be able to go around and find all the clues and stuff, open vaults from later on in the episode, albeit there were some areas that actually had a soft lock, where if you died in certain locations, you would lose progress and you'd have to replay a good chunk of the game just to regain lost progress, which, yeah, that is a thing. Just saying, at least that's what it was back on the PlayStation 2. I don't know if it's still a thing on PS3, but still, it's something to keep in mind. And as far as I know, Slide 3 doesn't have those kinds of soft locks or glitches. It has its own fair share of bugs, but nothing like that. Then again, maybe there is something and I am completely unaware. Just saying. Boom, baby. That's another pen. Golden pen. Boom. Okay, time to get some cash. Okay, not too far off when it comes to the amount of coins that we need. We need a coin. Okay, there's our operation marker. Not gonna worry about that just yet. Just saying, I still wanna get some cash. Boom. Okay, 454. Still got a little bit of a ways to go. A little bit. That's kind of an understatement. But yeah, if you really want a good way of making money, obviously you can't go around messing up that. Okay. Back to what I was saying though. One good way of making money is to go around and smashing up the environment. It's literally dropping money. Just be careful when doing so around guards. Otherwise, you're going to attract them. And you definitely don't want to attract too much trouble. Trust me. It ain't worth it. And by the way, if you couldn't tell, smoke bombs will help with getting you out of a jam. Ooh, piece of candy. And if you couldn't tell, finding treasures really does help when it comes to making serious cash in this economy. Ooh, piece of candy. Boom. Next. Okay. That was pretty funny. guess sometimes some guards are just completely unaware of the environment around them. Because once they lock eyes with Sly, they only want one thing. His booty. Just saying. Sly, I didn't want you to jump back onto the rope that you previously came from. We got places to be. Thankfully, the Sly multi-trainer is now currently the only way you can replay Sly 2. Other than obviously starting a new game and just playing that way. As far as I know, there's no way to activate a New Game Plus sort of glitch. Maybe there is, and I'm going cuckoo crazy. But even so. By the way, you may notice that I've still been holding on to my disguise and just popping it on once in a while. When it comes to the disguise, you don't need to worry too much about using it all the time, but keeping it on you is a pretty good way of just escaping the guards. I'm just saying. Really? How are you not dead? Sometimes the height of enemies perishing automatically is really inconsistent. Like, sometimes they'll die just after a short little drop, and other times they'll fall off the frickin' Eiffel Tower and get right back up again. I guess those guards in particular are just built different. Who knows? God, why do I keep pushing R1 thinking I have a future upgrade right now? No, we don't get that till quite a bit of a ways later into the game. Man, why aren't these guys holding treasures? What's up with that? I mean, extra coins are extra coins, but at the same time, I kind of need to get ballin' here. I'm not sure if I was going to mention this yet or not, but you may notice that after you complete a mission involving Carmelita Fox, she will start patrolling the streets of whatever hub you're currently at. And yeah, you can't pickpocket her at all. She won't be carrying anything whatsoever. You just have to avoid her like the plague. And if you happen to get spotted by her, be prepared to run, because there is no defeating her. And even if you could defeat her, hello, you're kind of throwing away your manhood and your dignity. Because, hello, we respect women in this house. They're not objects, they are people, just like you and me. Just saying. See you in hell. Still no treasure guards, huh? That's rather unfortunate. By the way, one other thing worth mentioning too is, as you probably saw earlier on if you were paying attention to the upgrades, right now we have like a push level 1. Eventually we'll be able to upgrade our charge ability. Okay, how the hell is he doing that? It's like suddenly Sly learned telepathy or something. Okay, that's not the right term. Apparently Sly has psychic powers. As if he's Silver the frickin' Hedgehog. Gotta love them bugs. Visual bugs are always fun to watch. I'm just saying. There we go. All upgrades for episode 1 have been purchased. Let's see what we got. Knockout dive and combat dodge. So, what combat dodge will do is, upon activating the combat dodge, it only works while you're in combat mode, by the way. But if you push the assigned button, you'll be able to dodge attacks more easily by jumping to the side, like juking it out. I don't really find that particular ability all that useful, but Again, it's just one of those things where you kind of have to collect it for the sake of collecting it. It's dumb, but it is what it is. Ooh, piece of candy. Alright, now that we have all the power-ups for this episode, let's go ahead and start Operation Tar. Right? Tar be gone. That's it.